Hello! Island back here. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about what the heck do you stream about? I promised last time a little surprise for the first commenters, so here they are. Thank you to all of the people who commented, highlighting those comments. So thank you so much. I see you. You are the best. I've had so many people ask me, so what do you talk about? What do you stream? And that is a great question. Honestly, I stream a whole bunch of stuff. I do pretty much anything that comes to mind. I have this wonderful ability or inability to focus on one thing. So whenever I'm streaming, my mind just sort of wanders all around and we just sort of go with it. We just go with the flow. Also, I really go off of my commenters. You guys are the best. Lately, I haven't even been able to keep up with my comments, and the entire stream consists of 2 straight hours of me trying to get to the most recent comment. It only sometimes happens. So while that's all well and grand, that doesn't mean that you can go into a stream with just absolutely no plan, or that you, even if you do have that kind of engagement, that you should go in with absolutely no plan. So here we are to talk about all the different ideas on what kind of content you can stream on your LivIT live stream. Here we go. So whatever you do talk about, most important thing is to just keep talking. Even if there's no one in the room, you want to make sure that you're talking about something, whatever that topic may be, so that when someone does come into the room, you're already entertaining them. Instead of someone coming into the room and you're just sort of sitting there, because they're just going to scroll right past you if you're doing that. So when you're talking and engaging, as soon as they get into the room, they're going to be immediately engaged and you're good to go. One thing to help you with this is to have background music playing. So play whatever you want, but have that going in the background so that if there ever is any silence where you're not talking, there's going to be some music like this. So the easiest thing you can do to plan your stream is to just come up with a set topic that you're going to discuss while on stream. So one thing you can do, easiest, is to plan to talk about something that you're passionate about. What's something that you are incredibly passionate about and can talk about for hours on end? That right there is going to be your best bet. Go into the stream, maybe even write down a couple bullet points in front of you of things to remember to circle back to. But talking about your passions, you're going to be passionate about it, and so the audience is going to see that and they're going to be very engaged because of it. Another easy topic is to tell us your story. Tell us your entire life story. I joke, but that actually was my very first live stream. My first live stream here on LivIT was just, hi guys, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm going to tell you my entire life story. Granted, I didn't tell it from beginning to end. We definitely went off on multiple different tangents, and whenever someone would comment in, I would read that comment, talk about whatever that is, and then when that conversation came to an end, I would just circle back to telling you my life story, which honestly helps because first of all, you can just keep talking, but second, it tells the audience about you and lets them get to know you pretty well. So I've actually told kind of my life story a couple different times whenever I realize that there's a good number of new people in the audience who haven't necessarily heard that background. Something else you can talk about, which kind of relates to the passion thing, but something that you just know a lot about. So any sort of topic that you know a good amount of information on that you can just sort of talk to the audience about. Doesn't necessarily have to be the like uber passion, but let's just say you know a lot about Harry Potter, or you know a lot about the musical Hamilton, or you know a lot about model airplanes. Whatever that random topic is that you know a lot about, talk about it. Because not only will there be about a bunch of people in your stream that don't necessarily know about that topic and might find it interesting, you might find someone who does also know about that thing, and then you'll find that connection, and then all of a sudden your stream becomes really, really engaging. Another super easy topic is your talent. What's your talent? Can you sing? Can you dance? Are you a ventriloquist? Are you all 3 at the same time? I don't know. Show off your talent, whatever that is. You don't necessarily have to just pick a topic to talk about. You can also pick some sort of activity for your stream. So one good thing for that is I sometimes like to have my audience pick the playlist we're going to listen to that day. So I will ask them for song suggestions. They'll comment it in. That'll get them commenting. It'll also see, like what kind of diverse musical interests your audience has, and just queue it up on Spotify. So that's a super easy activity to do, and you can do that in tandem with whatever topic you're doing, and so you can kind of supplement those two and talk about the music choices people are suggesting, have people suggest the music, and then go back to whatever topic it is you're talking about. Another super easy activity you can do is trivia. This is something you can literally just look up on the computer in front of you and you can pick whatever topic you want. I actually know a couple streamers who do Trivia Tuesdays, and so every Tuesday they do some sort of trivia. And that's a great way to have something to actively do in your stream that really engages the audience. So actually tonight, if you did tune in, because this will be going up later, but if you tuned in, the plan is to be doing some Friends trivia later. Kira happened to bring trivia cards, but you can just look up trivia on a website somewhere. Another activity you can do, if you are brave enough, is some sort of challenge, whether that be the hot chip challenge, the cinnamon challenge. I've seen the chubby bunny challenge, or what's been popular in my stream before, Bean Boozled challenge. Do not recommend. I do not recommend. But that one's super fun because it's kind of you making a fool of yourself on camera for your audience, and they always love that. They eat that up. Third thing to keep in mind is you don't even have to stay inside. Go outside. Show off whatever city or town you live in, because chances are majority of the people watching you don't live where you live, so they don't get to experience everything that you experience day to day. So go off and show off the city that you know and you love. Like, I live in New York City, so going around, there's so many different things I can show my audience, like all of the different sightseeing locations around New York, different events, that kind of thing. Are you going to a fun event? Bring the stream with you. Have them enjoy that experience alongside you. Are you going to be in a show or a performance or something? Maybe bring the camera with you, have someone in the audience stream it for you, or even set it up in front of you, depending on what kind of show, what the situation is. But sharing that kind of performance and that side of your life is really fun for the audience to see. It may not necessarily be as engaging with you to them because you have an actual physical audience in front of you, but it's fun for your live streaming audience to see sort of that real life situation of you performing and going towards whatever your dream is and enjoying living your life. Now, one thing to keep in mind here is when you're out and about or whatever activity you are doing, focus having the camera on your face. Even if that means you're out and about showing off the city, yes, you want to flip it around and show what you're walking through, but keep in mind that typically the most engaging view is going to be face-to-face. People like talking face-to-face with you. Obviously, there are some audiences that do enjoy seeing out and about. Like, for example, my fiance Z Chronicles likes to stream walking all around New York, and people actually really enjoy having the camera just focused on the street in front of him, and he'll occasionally flip it back to his face, but his streams are actually majority what's surrounding him. That is a special case scenario, so if you want to specialize your stream on that, that is an option, but most of the time you're most likely going to want to have it focused on your face. That also goes for artists. If you are showing off the art that you are creating, while yes, we want to see your art, audiences, again, really, really want to see your face. They want to engage with this. This right here is the engagement maker. So for an artist, either figure out how to set up OBS or play around with even just having a mirror creatively angled on the table in front of you that mirrors your face to the camera so that they can see your artwork, but they can also see your face in the mirror and you can wave hello and say hi. I haven't tested that out. It's just an idea that I've been thinking about, but if you get it to work, let me know. Tag me. Show me that it works, because I think that could really help increase an artist's engagement while they're showing off their artwork, but then still engaging the audience. Now, keep in mind throughout all of this, no matter what it is that you plan your stream on being, sometimes the stream has a life of its own and it goes on a completely different tangent, like this.
Cheese! This time, ready?
So always make sure to go off of whatever the people in your stream are commenting in the comments. Obviously, if you're at a show, you're probably going to want to steer them more towards whatever that topic is because you're there in the moment. But if you're just sitting at home and you're like, I am going to talk about this book, I'm going to talk about cooking, if someone comes in and like the conversation naturally evolves into something else, go with that, because clearly that's what's working with the audience, that's what's engaging. You just have to be sort of, you know, willing to go with the flow, but then always have that topic that you can fall back on if that conversation you start with the audience dies out, or if the person you're talking to leaves. So those are just a few options for you to start planning your streams, figure out what kind of content you want to stream on your live stream. If any of these work for you, comment down below. What worked for you the best? What is the most successful live stream you've ever had? Comment it down below so that other people can figure out what works best. Thank you so much for watching. Please, if you have not already, subscribe down below and hit that notification bell so you know when the next tutorial video comes out. I'm going to be trying to post one every single week. And this way you will be ahead of everyone else on how to be the best live streamer you possibly can be on LivIT. Thank you so much, guys. Bye. Keep smiling.
Why are you filming this part?
Because I like having bloopers. I usually put it at the end.
It's Kira, hi.
That's probably right there. That's going to be it. And that there, we fade to black.